The objective of the piler and packager operators in the cut-to-length department is to inspect and band stacks of metal blanks. The equipment used includes a roller conveyor controls, and a tri-wall for spacers. The tools used include a pneumatic banding tool and a tape measure. The materials used include coils of banding material, stacks of steel blanks, spacers, cardboard edge guards, part identification tags, and spray paint. The work environment is an inside work environment. The personal protective equipment includes safety glasses, hearing protection, and safety shoes. The workers observed were 5 feet 7 inches and 5 feet 8 inches tall. The work tasks for the stacking task begin with a stack of steel arriving via the roller conveyor. From there, the workers inspect the stack of steel and measure the product using the tape measure when required. Then they get the banding material, the banding tool, and the cardboard edge guards. Next, the workers position banding material under and around the stack of steel. This process begins by feeding the banding material underneath the stack. Then the workers will position the cardboard edge guards. Next, they secure and cut the banding material. After this is complete, the workers get and secure the part's identification tag. After that, 6 spacers are retrieved from the tri-wall. These spacers are then positioned on the stack of steel. Finally, the workers use the roller conveyor controls to advance the stack of steel. There were several ergonomic risk factors observed during this job. Repeated exertions were rated as a medium pace. Hands were in constant steady motion and exertion to position and secure bands. Pauses between stacks of steel were observed. Sustained exertions included continuous standing and continuous squatting and torso flexion, or forward bending, while feeding and securing the banding material. Forceful exertions were required to get, carry, and position spacers. They were also required to get, carry, and position the pneumatic banding tool. Awkward postures were present and took the form of squatting, torso flexion, and extended arms to feed and position the banding material. Squatting, torso flexion, extended reach, forearm rotation, and wrist extension to use the banding tool to secure bands around the pallet of steel was also observed. In addition, elevated arms to operate the conveyor controls was present. Finally, torso flexion and extended arms to get spacers from the tri-wall and position spacers on the stack of steel was observed. The mechanical or localized contact stress observed was contact stress between the hands and the edges of spacers, corner pieces, and steel. The recommendations for this task include: consider using a pneumatic lift for the stacks of steel to decrease posture stress while banding and positioning the spacers. Investigate balancing the banding tool to decrease forceful exertions associated with carrying and positioning this tool. Consider using a lift tilt table for the tri-wall with spacers to decrease posture stress. Finally, investigate repositioning the conveyor controls or using a camera that allows workers to see the conveyor to decrease posture stress.